the reading. I'm just gonna hop straight in because I'm gonna tell you the Karmic Collective is doing black magic and sending you entities to keep your energetic body way in a low vibrational and way too heavy stance of disbelief based off of your own religion or belief system, so you don't fulfill your mission. That's all. That's it. Yeah, whatever. There is something that somebody wants to just get over with. We're gonna see. What was the energy on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, please? Monday, temptation that you left behind. And it was something that they trapped you with constantly, emotional entrapment. Tuesday, please. Being stuck in between showing yourself, hiding, and stepping out there. Wednesday. Oh, okay, so keeping you from your repetition. This could also be how you've just been feeling. Like you had low energy. Very dualistic in energy. Going back and forth with yourself. Sexually, no, not emotionally. Sexually, actively. It seemed like something or somebody bit this side of the card was telling me something or someone really tried to affect your sexual energy, your libido, your life force, but also your passion. Somebody tried to keep you off from your passions, lure you away, seduction, emotional seduction, distractions. Somebody tried to distract you from the fact that they're still kind of looking. This is somebody who's still stalking you. Somebody still lurking. There's somebody who's very estranged, deranged, and lost. Who is still focusing way too much on you, what you're doing, with who. This is somebody who's very small. The grass is very high here, and the tall trees. This is somebody who's very small. Whew. In comparison to you, energetically. This is somebody with low to zero libido, sexual drive, or passion. This is somebody who tries to steal philosophies of other people, wisdom. There was this energy of being on the lookout, being wary. Somebody was projecting wariness onto you. Somebody wanted you to feel weary, so you wouldn't say goodbye to something, so you wouldn't close out a cycle. Somebody wanted you to stay stuck in unfinished business. Clarify. Oh, what? No. Yeah, they kept you out of repetition. Something in my deck just shifted. I didn't even see it. So That's what they wanted you, that's what they wanted you to experience. They wanted you to have a sudden shift in your energy field or everything around you without you noticing, but like settling for it. What's Wednesday? Somebody wanted to keep you from learning about who is lurking you. There's somebody who is like stalking you on social media or online. Somebody's like keeping a watchful eye on you out of greed, envy, jealousy, because they're mentally lost, literally deranged. The word deranged keeps coming up. Man, woman, non-binary, doesn't matter, but this is somebody who is lost. This is somebody who is a thief. This is somebody who is small, whose spirit is dwelling. They want me to clarify the card. Wow, they really drain your energy. Clarify the 9 of seduction on Monday. They try to emotionally lure you towards a cycle in which you couldn't deny or would struggle to say no to, so lack of boundaries. Clarified 9, please, Monday. Yeah, exactly. They wanted you to go against your own boundaries and security and that what you have taught yourself, your discipline. So you would regret and feel bad, feel remorseful, stay up late, be hurt. 4 of Swords, 4 of Coins. So you would hold back from healing, hold back from meditating. This is somebody who, this is exactly what I've been saying. This is somebody who is doing something, we're going to figure it out, who is doing something to keep you from meditating and healing on a deep subconscious and psychological level. This is somebody who's watching you. They struggle with watching you, be in your feelings, so they want you to be in the 9 of Swords. They don't want you to be happy, content, and balanced within your emotions. They don't want you to have boundaries. They don't want you to be recognized, seen, loved. They don't want you to wear your heart on your sleeve. Yeah, this person is really deranged. I call out divine judgment on this energy and send them immediately to the Most High to be persecuted by the divine court. Yeah, of all celestial beings below and above. May the demons eat them alive. May they break their chest open and eat their soul. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what they're saying? Let them eat their soul, like breaking them chocolate hearts with a hammer and then picking up all the pieces and then eating it. Yeah, do exactly that. Because that's what they wanted with us, right? At least this is what I'm saying to them. Ooh, I'm smelling a co-worker. I call out divine judgment on this co-worker. Especially him. Yes. And especially on his mother as well, because his mother is a dirty ass witch. And if she pulls up, does this shit again, I swear I'm gonna... The building. Exactly. So, okay, clarify the 23. They wanted you to do something or go through something so you wouldn't take a risk or feel free. They want you to be stuck. Wow. They did some magic or an offer of some kind to burden you with extra work or distractions so you would miss an opportunity, because missing that opportunity would mean that all the burdens would fall back on you and that would make you emotionally imbalanced. Exactly. So you wouldn't take a leap of faith. So this is also somebody who wants to keep you from your opportunities and your gifts. This is somebody who tries to energetically block you, so you are financially and physically blocked. Spirit said financially, not me. So this is somebody who's also watching your coins a little bit too much. Here we have the 5 of coins as well. How many coins is this in total? 7 to the 8 to the 9 is a 2 of swords. They wanted to keep you blind from what they have been doing behind your back. Clarify who this person is, Most High, to the collective, the karmic collective, including me. Who is this person to us, for us? What is this karmic doing? They're saying it's a hidden enemy, cloaked in the light, the false light, but the light of Jesus, they say. So this is somebody who swears that they're a Christian. This is somebody who believes in God. God, I'm doing this, God. because they actually believe in a demonic source. They're telling me something significant about this person's shoes. The soles may be off. There may be holes in the soles of their shoes. It's black shoes. This can be also runner shoes. Tell me more about this person, please. Somebody has a TV from 2017. That person is the karmic in your life. A flat screen, 14-inch. They're saying that's so specific. And something about VHS. Clarify, what about this karmic? This is a masculine figure who thinks that they've got it all together. And is actually trying to emotionally clutter you so you can do your job on earth. This is somebody who acts like they're an angel, but they're actually very stoic, cold, and emotionally heartless. Why? Because they're emotionally dysregulated. I want you to explain the 7 of... Yeah, exactly, you see? They want you to be emotionally regulated. So this is somebody who acts like they're an angel. This is somebody who acts nice to the crowd. This is somebody who acts like they're secure of themselves. This is a hard worker. This is somebody who works hard, who is responsible, or actually it seems like that, but this is actually somebody who is cloaking their energy. 7 minus 2 is the 5. This is somebody who is actually, when you look through them, you can see that they're actually depressed. They're grieving the loss of something. They're always sad. This is somebody who can be manically depressed. That's what my spiritual divine team is communicating to me through telepathic communication right now. Lol, thank you. Galactic Federation is here. And I know it's weird to say, but I believe in aliens and telepathic communication. If you don't, you're on the wrong channel. 1, 2, 3, so fuck off. Okay, so... And then we have 14 to 7. 14 minus 7 is 7. 7 in the... Okay, let me see. Well. I'm hearing Manic Monday. This person wanted you to be manic. So this is somebody who's projecting their mental illness onto you by the use of witchcraft or obsessively focusing on you. They're saying internalizing their hatred and sending it and projecting it outwards onto you. My divine spiritual team is communicating that to me through telepathic communication. What number is this? The Chariot. This is somebody who wants you to be confused about moving forward with love and with a mission. Is this person somebody that the collective directly knows? Is this somebody that's there, for an example, with the King of Pentacles? Is this somebody that's their immediate co-worker? Or, this is a masculine energy, by the way, but it can also be a physical masculine, but it's a masculine energy. So this is somebody who's assertive. This is somebody who is rational, not emotional at all. Because this is what they have when it comes to emotions. And that means 7 to the 10 is the 3 of Cups. That means that they don't have any self-worth. So this is somebody who's a very materialistic person as well. To the point that they defy their worth based on what kind of stuff they have. Spirit, the Most High, Spirit wants to end my sentence with the stuff they have in their house. And this always reminds me of a broken building. So this is somebody who has built things, but actually nothing is growing because the horizon is flat. This is a person who doesn't know how to keep things alive. This is somebody who knows how to grow a seed, but then the seed will die. This is somebody who doesn't have any hobbies, any talents or skills. The only skills that they have is being a hard worker, overworker even. And even that sometimes, look, the foundation is cracking. So there are cracks that you can see in this person's work, their attitude, their hands are always full. This is somebody that almost has no to free time, zero to no free time on their hands. Who is this person in connection to the collective Most High Divine? Thank you. This is somebody you emotionally walked away from because staying with this person was mentally draining you and physically as well. With the 5 of coins, that's enough information for me. This means it's a salty ex-lover or somebody that you rejected. These people can literally put a stick up in their ass and have fun with that. Exactly. Thank you. So, lol, I literally said stick up in their ass. Look what the Most High Spirit is throwing out. This is confirmation. They are already having a stick up in their ass because they're not moving any forward. That means that whatever they've been trying to do is not working. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for coming through. The Most High Divine Spirit for confirming this through the use of tarot cards and divination tools. I really appreciate your presence and not only the way that you communicate, but your clear, your clear deliverance of the messages. This is somebody who's grieving you. That's what I said about the the 3 parties. Okay. The 3 parties. I'm not even going to go deeper on that. This is somebody who lost out on everything and everyone that they first enjoyed or had fun with. That's why they're confused and they're blaming it on you. They're taking it out on you because they saw their worth with the 8 of Cups when you were there, because they mirrored your worth back to themselves and took it as their own. And when you left with the 8 of Cups, with your own Ace of Cups, what do you leave? 7 of Cups. 5 to 7 is 2. So because they were lying and living a facade in the physical world, they tried to flip the whole story and narrative, turn it onto you. I know enough. Thank you, fairies, or wow, fairies, oracles, good folk, elemental spirits. Thank you. Call judgment out on this person. Call judgment out on all dead relationships that you have in the past that are still trying to come with you in the future. You need to call upon all the dead relationships that you had in the past that will still want to come with you towards the future. I hereby call out divine judgment on all relationships from the past that were doomed, dead, and disturbing every move that I am about to make in the upcoming future. May all direct and indirect ties on any planes of existence and in any universe from the past, present, and the future be burnt up to the crisps and transmuted into truth, clarity, and the deliverance of all illusions surrounding who is still trying to haunt and taunt me. Ashe, aho, namaste. Call judgment out on the people from the past. Dead relationships, still trying to haunt you. They're still praising you even though they're dead. What does praise mean? Sometimes praise comes with jealousy, with adamancy, they wanted to say. Being adamant to see you. A King of Swords. This person is struggling with their own mindset now because they used to live off of your mindset because you mirrored them. And when sometimes a mirror looks in a mirror, instead of seeing himself for the mirror that he is, this person looks at you and thinks that they are you, unfortunately. But not our problem. Because I'm so done with this bullshit. People like this are really mentally ill and you need to take your medicines or get a fucking diagnosed with a little... Exactly. With a silly doctor. You need to go to the silly doctor. Not even a psychologist, a psychiatrist. A silly doctor. For your meds. Something I never knew in the beginning. A psychiatrist gives you meds. A psychologist is just a talking person. They can, of course, subscribe a recipe, but it always have to go through the psychiatrist. This person, whoever we're reading about, needs to talk to a psychiatrist and needs to be on medication. Okay? Clarify. Wednesday. What was last day's energy? No. So this is, okay, so you walked away and you started to learn. Okay, you really started to learn from this pattern that keeps coming back. So that means that you're fine. Wednesday, please. Yeah, you keep learning from the pattern that makes you fall flat on your ass. Especially when people try to put you into situations, scenarios, conversations, thoughts, or moments where they project, they deflect, they switch stories, lie, or cloak to the truth about what's really happening on in that moment. So these are people who are gaslighters, manipulators, who are abusers. Yeah, I turn all that evil eye blind. Send that shit to my jewelry, bro, and everything you will ever love, you will lose. You have lost, I want to say. Exactly, because we rise way too high. So we see all these patterns because we have a high perspective and we are spiritually gifted with that sign. They're also saying that the mother archetype, the divine feminine, Shakti energy, is presenting us the freedom and the gifts that they give us, inclined to soar and travel over not only different horizons. Yeah, they want to say not only different horizons, but also different regions where the soil shows different sorts of fertility. And that to me translates to teaching you so much about unique ways of people, wisdom, places, interactions, feelings, thoughts. They come in different forms, they come through different moments, through different types of characters and personalities, and you're learning how to grow out of every experience. And that's your birthright, it's your gift to experience that. Thank you, Mother Nature. Yeah, exactly. And it's also your birthright to be guided, and you will always be guided home. You will always be supported, even when you don't see them. Please give me a card now for Wednesday. What was the energy on Wednesday? Yeah, they're sending you, they're astral traveling to you in the physical world. But because this person is mentally ill and deranged, there is an entity or an energy attached with them when they travel. And that energy burdens you. Because their own spirit is not really, like, their spirit is so far off dwelling in a different dimension, they don't even realize it. So when they come and astral travel to you, it's like you feel a little bit, yeah, you hear the tremble in my voice because this person is afraid now when I'm gonna say these things, because this person is spiritually very ignorant and thinks that they know it all, but they don't have any fucking clue that they're doing what they're doing. This person's spirit is splitted and stuck into certain different dimensions, so that whenever they astral travel to you, you feel a small energetic shift, but it's not because of them, it's the frequency of whatever they carry. And you notice a shift in your energy field, in your auric field around you. But it's like they are not here because they're like, yeah, spirit, better words. No, 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 the other one. Yes, thank you. They're like evaporating spirits. So the moment, literally the zero point 0.1 millisecond that they enter your spiritual grounds, aka physical surroundings, they slowly already evaporate into the air, and their spirit dwells back into a different, like, timeline. And it's a past timeline, a parallel past timeline going downhill, and you're going upwards. The timeline is parallel, that's why you see it, because you're multidimensional. But this person is a stuck dwelling spirit, and it's descending. And whatever attachment they have with them, exactly, they have something. How do I call it? When they astral travel, this person is so mentally deranged, they think that they're like a very strong, like, shaman or traveler or something. This is very delusional. But they have something that they hold in their left hand when they travel or do meditation work, and that object, it's like Inception. They tell themselves that it's gonna bring them back. So this is somebody who takes things out of movies serious. Then you already know what time it is, because everything based out of a movie and all this stuff is demonic. Most of them, 80%. The Most High wants to correct me. No, if you really want it in the precise percentage, it's 67.7778 something percentage. But they have something in their hand. It's like a kind of little ball or something that they hold or play with to keep them physically aware that they're spiritually traveling. That's how far they're out of their body. This person does not understand that I'm not gonna speak it into existence. They're playing with danger on a different level. There's no word for this type of danger. Let me just tell you that. Because this person taught themselves to astral travel. Without spiritual initiation, this person did not meet their ancestors. This person doesn't know their own guardian angel. This person doesn't know how God's voice is in them, like their own inner voice, the energy of the Most High. They can't discern it. No, I'm getting annoyed. Okay, so first of all, this is somebody who... That King of Pentacles energy could also be somebody who is like family member, because the Most High Divine Spirit told me that it's just somebody who portrays themselves to be financially very responsible, as somebody who got their stuff together, who's very stoic and wise. But this is actually somebody who is hurt by the fact that you're not emotionally investing anymore into the situationship. Whoa, into the relationship. Take it as it resonates. If it's a no, I always call the situationship a shit situationship because it's so full of shit. But this is somebody who felt hurt that you don't want to invest into a relationship with her anymore. Whether it's a situationship, whether it's a mom and daughter bond, family members, cousins, co-workers, whoever it is to you. Okay? Clarify the card for Sunday. For Wednesday. Finally, thanks. Be mad. I don't give a fuck. Okay, falling on your ass because your thoughts are taking a toll over you. 6, balance. Trying to maintain balance. Emotional, actually more mental because it's the element of air. Trying to keep emotional balance by being overwhelmed. Clarify this card, please, Most High. Temperance. Balancing out what was actually happening on Monday. So everything you experienced today, wait. You did something there. Wait. I return all that evil eye back to sender. And that is... Wait, where's that from? Yeah, High Priestess. So, keeping you from practicing your spirituality or your beliefs. Now you're becoming aware of it. How this person is trying to block you. But that's already, like, if you followed my community board, I post a lot of things when the Most High tells me to post them. When it comes up and they tell me, you should share this on YouTube. Or like, this is a message for the collective. So this is already what I've been reading on. So for me, I'm in alignment. So if I'm in alignment, my collective is too. So we got nothing to worry about. But they try to keep you unaware of how they were blocking and obstructing you spiritually and practically, actually, in your spirituality. And last Wednesday, so actually today, for some people it's going to be tomorrow, or yesterday for me, Northern Hemisphere, whoa, I swear. There's somebody who is like, really like, lying. Like somebody is lying so much that they're afraid to get caught, that they just keep saying things like, no, I swear, you should believe me. I swear, this is even somebody who will say, I swear on my mother, I swear on my mother. Or like, I swear on this, I swear on that. Meanwhile, you should swear on shutting the fuck up, bro. Like, it's easy. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. What else? They're saying their sea will turn over. This is somebody who's gonna have an emotional breakdown and you're gonna be able to witness it. Most High saying, and for the extreme introverts, you will see how they will be breaking on the inside. And then an avenging angel is confirming by saying, and that's gonna be their karma and your revenge. So actually, your revenge is not, your revenge will be collective, that you're gonna see somebody suffer. Like, you're gonna see somebody suffer. Everybody has their own way of seeing, so you need to pay attention on your gifts and abilities. Yeah, the Most High Divine Spirits are telling me that everybody has a different gift of seeing, so you need to be aware of your own abilities so you can recognize in what language it will be told to you that this person is suffering. Some people can see it with their eyes, other people they feel it, some people they can kind of smell it, you know. It's weird, but it is true. So, and anyway, we're all weird, especially if you do like spiritual stuff, so who the fuck cares? So you will be seeing this person suffer. You'll be speechless. This person could end up jobless, is what they're saying as well. That's crazy. I'm smelling roses right now. Smell the roses. Don't forget to appreciate the small things in life every day. Why was this upside down? Who was in my business? What the fuck? So I opened up like a book of shadows I have on my altar. And I wrote something down in it about how I had a new moon on my birthday in Scorpio, and I'm a Scorpio. That's crazy. And the first thing I read was 2 birds sacrificed. So this person is like sacrificing either ancestors, asking ancestors for sacrifices, or they're literally doing, yeah, but I already knew that. Or they're literally killing physical birds. So this can also be, if this is somebody who's mentally very ill. In Western society, we call somebody who kills animals a psychopath. Just so you know. Actually, very interesting to compare the two. Animal sacrifices, Western psychology. Wait, let me rephrase. Non-West rituals, no. Magical, no. Occultist, no, wait. Occultist or mystic? Okay. Occultism and and animal sacrifice in paganism and spiritual beliefs outside of the West versus Western psychology. If you think about that, it's actually interesting to put those two together. But whatever it is that they did to you, you became aware. You know why? Because your gift of sight, just like how you're gonna see them suffer in real life, even when they pray to the whole world that nobody may see it, you will. It's because you have not only ascended, you have grown spiritually. It's your birthright to see. These people didn't want you to know what kind of magic or what kind of evil they were actually doing. You know, like, they didn't want you to know what they were actually doing to you, like their actions, what their true actions were. They were really trying to keep it hidden. And they also tried to constantly change the subject. So you forget. So this is somebody who, energetically, when you come close to finding out or exposing who this person is or this energy, they will distract you with a counter thought or feeling, so you won't dive deeper into the concept that you had, or the epiphany, or doing research on the awakening you've been experiencing. Like, this is somebody who tries to distract you from finding it out, but it's not working. But I'm showing you the pattern. So tell me the energy of Thursday, please. Yeah, exactly. Karma is not gonna fall onto you. Spiritually, you won't feel any energetic or bad effect. So if this is somebody who you work with, you won't experience any negativity on the work floor. Like, this person is not able to reach you. If you think like that, it's because you're opening up to them doing it, and then of course it's gonna happen. So it's your own manifestation abilities after that. I repeat, then it's your own responsibility, because it's your own manifestation abilities after that. What? This person doesn't want you to be plugged into the divine Most High. So I want to know why. Clarify, what are they doing exactly to try and keep the collective blocked from being tapped in? They're doing a spell or something routinely. They're doing something to seduce you, like, back to back to back. Domination spells on your mental. So they're doing domination spells repetitively. Number 8. So infinite domination spells. They think, if I do infinite domination spells on somebody who's infinitely, because this is how stupid this person is, that this is their thinking process that I'm gonna paraphrase. If I do infinite domination spells and this person is an infinite being, then it must work. You see how stupid they are? Like, I don't even have words, time, energy to explain it even more. But they're trying to do domination spells by flipping your mental state, because you're the King of Swords. So your active thinking energy, so you're conscious. By putting your conscious in a, they want to say downward facing dog. So in an opposite point of view, downward facing dog, but it's a lion. So it will wound your energy, because then it's out of alignment. Most High, is this shit working? Yes or no? Is it actively affecting us? Very interesting. Clarify yes, clarify no. Left yes, right no. Okay, so the only reason why it's affecting you is because you're letting it emotionally impact you by letting it annoy or trigger you. Okay? So it also should not trigger you anymore. So, like, it's the annoyance of this person because you can see what they're doing. And you're like, I can literally see you and you're still not stopping. Or, like, I can literally see what you're doing and you're still continuing. So, the lesson is to keep it moving, honestly. Because this means that you're still emotionally investing into them in this situation, and that's why it's working. So, this is good to know actually. Is after this reading it going to work again? Yes or no? Because we became more aware now. No, exactly, because you blocked it out. So this means that from right now, 1508, it's not going to work anymore. Because you're not emotionally investing anymore into the annoyance of somebody trying to spiritually harm you consistently. Because it's like, you're such a massive power that you need to learn. Okay, let me just say it differently. You're like a giant. You get bit by a red ant once, and it doesn't really hurt. It just itches a little bit like this. One scratch and it's gone. There is this ant that keeps biting you, right? And you and this ant have this constant discussion because you're a giant. You go all the way down and you tell this ant, I need you to stop biting me because I know it's you and I need you to respect my boundaries. And this ant is like super obsessed and crazy control freak. Oh, I want to say, no, and this is my land, and you're walking over my floor, and I'm an ant, and you're a giant, you can be everywhere, but this is all my earth, my soil, this is my land, and you're stepping on me, and you're gonna kill me, and you're 10 times bigger, and it's not fair, and then this is how this person is like, this is their victim mindset. You see? Because don't talk shit about me, bitch, I know everything. Victim mindset. Then you go upstairs again, you ascend, you're like, okay, whatever, this ant doesn't understand that I can literally kill on him when I step on it, but because of mercy and because I have a good heart, giant friendly, the big friendly giant, you're like, no, I'm not gonna kill, I'm just gonna let it go. But you let it go physically. But this ant is still following you everywhere and still biting in your heels, even though you learn over time to ignore the bite. You still let it emotionally bother you, right? And your thing is, pardon me, as a giant, you will travel all over the world. Your energy is so massive that that ant is actually not really harassing you. It's more so the fact that you are aware that this ant is consciously harassing you, that it's annoying you. Because you don't understand why somebody would continue to actively hurt or burden another person because you are not like that. And because you're not like that, it is your job, Six of Swords, this is a new perspective I'm going to tell you, it's your job to be able to handle not only this ant, but the use of this ant annoying you to conform to the probability that on other regions and places in the world, you will be attacked by way more insects at the same time. And you won't feel it because you don't care and you're not paying attention to it. You're not emotionally investing into why they're hurting you. Because you know that it's not really bothering you, right? Because it's not actively affecting you, 1818. It's not directly affecting your life. Nothing. Only if you give it the power to. So the Most High is like, okay, we're gonna use this little man as a lesson. We need this big friendly giant to be able to block out this repetitively annoying ass fucking ant that should actually already be dead. But it's not our call, so we're just gonna go backwards and say, we need to accept that this ant is going to trigger us and this ant won't stop. And we need to accept it because it doesn't affect us. Whatever we do, whatever we say, even if we make ourselves believe or tap into the feeling of annoyance because we are aware that they're doing this on purpose, it's not affecting us. And this to prepare you for things in the future, not only one person attacking you or being annoying or obstructing your path, but multiple people. So it's kind of like training. Yeah. There's an angel, an archangel that's saying yes, yes, training for the mass population. So I don't know where that's going. I don't want to know either. But it's like preparation so you can handle more. I'm trying to revise and see if my explanation came across the way I had it in my head. Yeah, partially. They want you to learn to live with it because it's not really affecting you the way that you think. The reason why you think it's affecting you is because you are aware of it. You know about it. So you can't really let it go, you tell yourself. But you can. By just not harboring resentment or an emotion towards the knowing behind it. It's like you know that every day. Wow, exactly. Like I keep thinking about when I went to elementary school, you know, and then because a lot of things that I'm experiencing as an adult, I experienced that shit in the classroom already. People from a different corner or table distracting you, kids from different classes, you know, doing things on the playground, or bullies in your classroom that you had to meet every day. You had to face them, and that's what the Most High, Divine Spirit, is now telling me. It's like you knew every day you was gonna get bullied by this person because this person's whole life is his topic is being a bully, being bullied. Yet every day you went to school with a different mindset, with a healthier one, with one that you were not focusing on the bully, you were not giving him attention, you know. Like you need to prepare because that's not the first bully you're gonna encounter in this whole wide world. It's just one of the thousands, and that's very sad. But yes, there is evil in the world, and people are fucked up like that. That's just it, Klaar. And you don't have to think about it or think about like, don't invest into these thought processes or emotional reflective moments when it comes to people, places, and things that you're already sure and aware about, like what the fact is in a situation. Okay, this person is a bully and I can let it go. That's it. This person is not for me and it's fine. That's it. Because every time you emotionally invest or think of it, you invest with your energy into that. And then it's a little bit of energy that they need to make the spell work. Yeah, now I explained it right about the big friendly giant. Like there is so much that you can handle, but because of your awareness of what you are capable of handling, you're obstructing your own path. Because of you being so self-aware, it's blocking your ability to just have peace and relax. Because you're constantly filtering things, you're constantly analyzing stuff, people, emotions, feelings of yourself as well. Like, no, this is an oracle card and this is an oracle card, that's it. No, but this is an oracle card and it's 24 with the number and there's a baby drawn on it, and in the back this is the back of the drawing card. And yeah, I don't know how I should feel actually about this design, because this design is actually bad. No, shut up, let it go. This is an oracle card. You can highlight by saying this is oracle card number 24. That's it. Like learning when to let things go. So this is why it's your lesson. So this person came into your life to teach you how to let something go that will never be gone. Whoa, that was very deep. But it's like releasing something that you are aware is not affecting you or having any control over your life, apart from just it being there. Exactly. Nine of Cups. So this is also how you gain back control over your emotions. That's crazy though. Yeah, they didn't want you to take a leap of faith, so they keep distracting you with the truth. Actually, a lie. We're doing black magic. This is literally the devil and the magician to distract you mentally. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 of Swords is what? Heartbreak. So they make you think of things that hurt you, like they cause for you to focus on self-inflicting pain. Because they know that pain will distract you. That's interesting. So this person knows you pretty well, but the real battle is then asking yourself, do you know yourself better? Like they always say that the student is coming for the master, but the in reality the master will always win. When in fact, if the master really trained the student to be like the master, it's supposed to be a tie. You know what I mean? Okay, never mind. That's some other philosophies for a different timing. So, it's 3. They won't be able to put you back into this cycle. You left it. You walked away. Of bad karma. A cycle of bad karma. Clarify Friday, please. Thank you. Let's do Saturday as well. Oh no, wait. They said wait. Wow. Saying goodbye again. So you're saying goodbye to a lot of cycles, people, places, things, routines, habits, mind, body, and soul. False hierarchies, false foundations. 8, infinity. You always go towards your own path. These people want you to follow them. So exactly. So you will fall down a dark pit of hellishness, of imbalance, and disharmony, and your celebration and crowning will be saluted goodbye. So this is somebody who doesn't want you to go higher up in spiritual ranking. And these people, places, and things are keeping you from going up in a higher ranking. So the more you choose to not go your own path, the more you will descend down. Okay? And they're showing me back the 5 of coins. So it's really important to stay close to your own goals, ideals, morals. You need to really rely on yourself right now. Intuitively as well. Nobody else. Not even this reading. Honesty. Like readings outside. Like you first, you ask your intuition and then you decide. Like with everything, honestly. Buying new products, changing the supermarket. Like it's from the most generic bullshit stuff to deep transformative work. Should I change my diet? To what new pattern or routine can I pick up on? Like this is somebody that doesn't want you to evolve and grow. And that is painful. The Most High Divine Spirit wants to add. Because they say, and it is painful because it is somebody or has been somebody that you really cared for and invested in so they could grow and evolve. And for them to want to do the opposite to you, it's difficult for you to understand whether they do it out of love or out of hatred. And apart from not being able to discern which one it is, just in general, it hurts because Why do they want to drag you down so low? They're even saying, why do they want to drag you down below where they are even? All to feel better about themselves when they don't even know who themselves is. So how can they compare or compete? And that's why it's an illusionistic trick of the devil and therefore a trap. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So the devil is actually using this person completely. Yeah, archangels are saying completely. They're saying they're using this person's vessel, energetic vessel as well. Yeah, they're saying organize. Organize hellish rituals and gatherings. What else? What am I seeing something here? What the fuck? Exactly. This is somebody who wants to bend your will into a spiral. They want to bend your free will. And with the domination magic, that was already clear. So it's correct, and then it's a demonic entity or something with the devil, because only the devil wants to break free will, because free will was the gift of God. So that we can have and make our own decisions in life and also choose ultimately for good and light. I don't care, it worked. So this is somebody who travels. Yeah, this is somebody who travels to your room, to your headboard, to where you sleep, your bed. Echt hè? Oh ja, dat kan ik niet zomaar doen. I need to wait. This is somebody who doesn't want you to walk away from a cycle because they were benefiting off of even the itty bitty negative emotions you were giving them. So even saying things like, I hate this person, or I'm hurt, or I hate how they treated me. I'm definitely guilty as charged of that kind of expressions. But now I realize even deeper, like how it was actually still feeding him. Because hatred is also an emotion, and we forget that hatred is actually very powerful. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Archangel Michael is saying, out of hatred, love is born. And that's something that a lot of people, or I want to say new age thinkers, or new thinkers, can't comprehend yet, or can't understand from what corner that might come philosophically. Oi. Okay. So this person, they don't want you to leave this cycle where you struggle to choose your own path. Okay? Because every time you would follow them, you would descend immediately and fall to your demise and could be completely out of balance. But on Friday, you're still gonna walk away. So Venus is helping you. And Jupiter as well. Jupiter is still gonna give you your karma. I mean like your dharma actually. Because karma is just a lesson, you know? It means good or bad. It's neutral. The way that you interpret your karma is a part of your karma. if you interpret your lessons as negative, your karma is going to be negative. If you interpret it as positive, it's going to be positive. If you interpret it as slow, it's going to be slow. If you see it as informative, it's going to be informative. Because this is your reality. And yes, of course, there's a boundary. Where there's a boundary is where our realities cross. That's what people don't understand. That's when that bubble clashes. And then it's immersed reality. And immersed reality, different rules apply. What's gonna happen on Saturday? Ascending again. So Cassiel and Saturn are gonna help you move on. And once on Sunday, yeah, they're gonna help you move on from being stuck, from your inner child being stuck. So first it was your adult self, and now your inner child. From always being distracted or stolen. 30 to 25, that's 5 new philosophies. Freedom, wisdom, teachings. 7 to 3 is 10. Spiritually being stuck. Mind, body, and soul being distracted on all planes. 4. 7 plus 3 is 7. 7, 7 is 14. Adds up to 5 again. 5. They're like sending, this also if you're a reader, when you do a reading, they're sending, like this karmic energy is sending you false downloads. So you pick up on their trail of energy and be distorted, so you eventually give them your energy, and then you're hooked again, and they're hooked again on you as well. Like tide. Pardon. But you're gonna ascend. Most High Divine Spirit wants me to read this card for you all. Yeah, now I'm feeling tired. I won't say drained, but it's tiredness. Righteous. My apologies for the yawn. 2 fairies hoover against springtime flowers. They preen, their chests puffed out. Who are they presenting to? They seem to be self-indulging in the moment, not allowing any external presence to disturb their ritual. So Saturn is going to help you remove all disturbances and blockages. Meaning, being righteous is to understand the rules of society and to know your place within it. If you have drawn this card, you're being asked to put your best appearance forward, be at your best, and truly know your own greatness. So Saturn is going to remind you. So this weekend, you're going to see kind of how and who has been trying to send you evil shit or talking bad about you. People forget that black magic is also gossip. Black magic is also when you're in your room overthinking about somebody who hurt you, and you're thinking things like, I really hope or wish this person gets hurt, or you visualize things of ill intent, seeing them fall, visualizing that they get hit by a car or something, that they get cut in their knees or whatever. Thinking about those negative things is literally you projecting that scenario onto this person that you're obsessing over about. And that is negatively projecting onto that person. If you do that unintentionally, because there are some spirits that try to clarify, yeah, but I don't do it on purpose, it's on accident, I just think these things, I don't even know how to stop. Go to a motherfucking silly doctor. Yeah, fix your mind, because I really have no respect for people like this anymore. It's over. Go to a fucking mental psychologist, a therapist, Speak about your OCD and your intrusive thoughts, actually, because it's more intrusive thoughts, and heal it. Work on yourself. But stop using other people as reasons for why you're not doing the inner work, because that's just some fucking bullcrap. Now, Sunday Fun Day. They're saying we have the spiritual clearance to say, do, and move the way that we do, dear Divine Collective. Yeah, again, karma is not gonna happen. So these people are gonna do, they see you ascend, actually on Friday. They're gonna do magic on Saturday again. Saturn's gonna remove everything, and on Sunday it's gonna return to sender. Yeah. This group is struggling. These people who fake and cloak themselves, this could be people in a group of 4. And we end up with 5, eh? Isn't it hilarious? This is 8. With 9 from the beginning. Pardon me, because this energy is so draining. Like, it's so draining. Like, I can't. It's so draining. Yeah, it feels like my skull is cracked on the left middle. Like somebody literally tried to crack my skull. That's how it feels. To open 40/40, to open up my brain and peek inside of it. Yeah, I know, but that's not my problem. And they don't have to hear that either. They can figure it out for themselves. That's not my job, Most High. Okay, Most High and my spiritual team want me to address that it could be also that they're spiritually going to be traumatized by being energetically and spiritually hurt by the way that I was just saying how I was feeling. Like somebody's gonna get their skull cracked in two. Yeah, and I'm getting confirmation because when I was being sacrificed spiritually through black magic, that's how I felt. Like somebody was trying to rip my body in half and then put themselves in between me. That's when I knew that I was fucking with something that was beyond visible darkness. And I already said it in a different reading a long time ago. But when they tried to summon the devil, I saw the devil, or at least one of the devils, one of the main devils, in front of me while I was doing my own spell to protect myself. It was a very crazy period of time, actually. And I'm grateful that I have all the tools and inner wisdom to overcome this and help other beings in the world going through it. And that my magic is so powerful. Because I was really up alone in this bitch. Physically. Nobody was really helping me. There was one light worker who claimed that she like helped me heal. She did her best because she did what she knew she could do. But she actually kind of locked my body down, but at that time it was needed, so it was okay. But for the rest, the people that have been dibbling and dabbling in this black magic, these Satanists, these Luciferians, whoever is even doing black magic, you have no idea what kind of, yeah, the Most High is saying what kind of demonic animals you're conjuring up. And yeah, it literally looked like something straight out of a game. Like when I look back on it, I just feel numb. Like that's how it's psychologically like. It really, really messed with my head. And now they're gonna go through it. These people. And they will not get better from it. Like they will eventually either unalive themselves or get unalived by the spell word. Yeah, I'm feeling sad right now because I feel like the people that are gonna go through this some of them you would never even think that they would be doing this behind your back, and when you see them going through certain karma, you're gonna be very shocked and like sad, because these are people you, pardon me, never would expect to be your hidden enemies. Exactly. There's my divine spiritual team is communicating with me through telepathy about the same story with Judas and Christ. Because they wanted to tell me that Jesus was very surprised and like shocked in a way about Judas, but not from the outside, from the inside. They say he was shaking with anger. They're saying shaking of anger, fuses cut short. If thunder would leave the tips of my fingers, I would make his day short. But as merciful my heart is and made to be, I forgive all of my enemies in the name of the Maker, you see. Like a rhyme or something like that, because the ending was a little bit scuffled, but it's like your anger collective is justified. The pain you feel is justified. The vengeance you feel is justified. But what's also justified is that you don't take it out on these people, because you were not made to be somebody who cherishes and harbors resentment. You know, you're not somebody who was made to hurt one another. You were somebody who was meant to cherish one another. You were made out, in some cases, in this context, for example, unfortunately, to be the bigger person. And that hurts, and I know all about it, because it hurts to be the bigger person. It hurts to be the good person in a world full of bad people. But there's this certain honor that comes with it, and loyalty to yourself, to this brave version of yourself, this good-hearted version of yourself that you're a little bit out of touch right now because you're high in emotions, and that's also okay. They're saying never devote off of your path, or they were saying like never, how do you say that? Derail, because they're saying something like never derail off your path because you're a devotee to us, but then they're saying to Christ, to the higher realms, to celestial beings, because it's different for everybody. But if you're from the collective and you're a Christian, for example, watching, this is somebody who, for example, could be going to the same church as you, but is behind closed doors. Yeah, they're saying a fucking witch. So you could be going to church on Sunday and realize like, oh, now I know this person is a demon, you know? And then instead of wanting to taint your tongue and cuss this entity out, you go back to church and you pray for him. And you pray for all the evil in the world. You pray that people heal. You pray that people see themselves in their wounds and that they lick them clean and that they close up and that they understand from the pain and move on. Because you are made to be that bigger person. That's why you were made to be so powerful and great. And that's why you were made to be untouched. And that's why you don't feel it when an ant hurts and bites a giant like you, because it is something so minuscule to your experience. It is not worth the attention, energy, time, resources, emotions, and thoughts. Come on now with me now. And that's the beauty of it, but it's also a pain, sadness, a little bit of disappointment, but it doesn't make it less beautiful. It doesn't make things harder, it just makes it more challenging to stay the same. And that is neither negative nor positive, because being challenged to stay the same can help you either grow out of your comfort zone, or it can help you remind you who you really are. And with that, I'm gonna finish up this reading. The challenge of this week is to use your own wisdom. No, the challenge of this week is being stuck emotionally. No. Yes, but no, wait. Okay. The challenge this week is to mentally block your own intuitive feelings because they can be overwhelming. Emotionally, you can feel something or some truths, epiphanies that are difficult for you. It's going to make you feel very defensive. It's going to make you feel very defensive emotionally. And it can physically try to challenge you to go backwards, okay? But the thing is to not do that. To not go backwards. We have epiphanies, connection with your ancestors and the divine source, being stuck, the undines, the underwater babies. Connecting with your intuition is the first card of the deck. It speaks about intuition, your inner voice. Fighting off the bats in the air. And then a group of people who are cloaked. Elves. That are hiding, actually, because these two elves are not who they say they are. Cloaked in a flower and cloaked as a bee. So somebody can sting and somebody acts. So this is somebody who smells and this is somebody who acts like they don't sting or hurt other people. This is somebody who is actually very nasty and dirty because bees like to be clean. So this is somebody who's very nasty, who's unhygienic. Yeah, I know Most High, but I don't care about that person anymore. So the challenge for this week, or at least what's left for it, is to mentally not try and kill what you intuitively feel because you have been blocked emotionally for so long that you take it as a threat actually to be in contact with your intuition again. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was hella deep. So we're going deep this week, guys. Let me plug this phone. Well, I'm literally checking my Instagram story and there's this, you know, these sex accounts that watch your Instagram. These people follow and watch my story every time, like every day. 1 or 2 friends, like they're so obsessed. Like differently obsessed. So your own mind is gonna be the blockage this week. Yeah, but it's over, and why am I still smelling it? Alright, let's see. Ariel. What the fuck? Where there's smoke, there's fire. That's gonna be the title of this reading. Angels, please give me a message. Just one message for tonight, please. Thank you. Raphael, where there's smoke, there's fire. How beautiful. We have harmony and balance. The challenge to heal yourself. Lesson, all that makes you ill is to direct you to what is good. God heals. As God brings you brings to you the power of healing. Ask and you will receive. Believe and you will become whole. If there's a journey or ill health, you will be protected along the way. So it's time to praise the Most High and ask for healing. So thanks for jumping into this reading with me. I want to keep saying, like, me being so late with doing these readings is the fault of people who are doing witchcraft on me, but it's not fair. Because I am a billion ways stronger than them. It's literally exactly that. Don't doubt your intuition. They wanted you to doubt your intuition, and you started to doubt it, and now you need to reprogram your mind by stop doubting your intuition again. I know the divine spirits are saying it's so much work, and I hear the collective say and groan, ugh, it's so much work. It is, but it's gonna be very beneficial. So thanks for watching this reading with me, guys, and be prepared. Just know you're on the right path, even though the world is not really portraying that to you. The outer world, at least, because your inner world is. And now I want to check something first, because I lost one card for a certain deck, and if it's back, bruh. If it's back, I can use it again, you know? Okay, bye guys.